What's going on, guys? It's Zach here from Australia for the Redmen TV, and what did we just witness? Liverpool won, Tottenham won, and I want to be really happy with this result because we did play well, but at the same time, it's the same Liverpool that we've seen for the past few years where we just can't close out a victory. But overall, I think I'm going to say I'm happy with that result. From the start of the first half till the end of the game, someone who stood out for me was Lallana. Lallana's pressing the last few weeks has been incredible. He's someone who doesn't get the plaudits as much as the other players, but every single time he keeps impressing me. And it's not really goals or assists or anything. It's all his work off the ball. And for me, he's fitting Klopp's style perfectly with his pressing. He keeps winning the ball and opportunities are coming from that. At the start of the game, 5 minutes in, that save from Vorm, look, Coutinho should be finishing that, but at the end of the day, would we rather him get it on target or to miss the goal completely? At the end, I think I put that down to a great save from Vorm. I don't know how he did it. It was stuck under his foot, a bit of luck at the same time, but we should have been 1-0 up 5 minutes in, so it was a good start. I liked both of the squads from the start. Obviously, Spurs were missing Lloris, and I thought that was going to be a big problem for them, but at the same time, Vorm was one of the best players on the pitch for the day, so I don't think it mattered that much. Their midfield was good, their attack was good. I think they lacked a lot of pace, which we had. Coutinho didn't have the greatest game, but when you've got other people on the field doing a good job, it didn't matter as much as what it did last week against Burnley. See, last week we didn't have Mane, and Coutinho having a bad game mattered more because he was the player that needed to create something, whereas Mane, when he's there, can take some pressure off of Coutinho, and we could see that Mane didn't have the best game he's had so far. I think every other game he's been the best player on the pitch, and everybody has said that. But I think today wasn't Mane's best game, but he was still good. He could still create something out of nothing. Before the kickoff, when I saw the squads, I saw that Firmino was starting up front instead of Sturridge or Origi, and I didn't like that at all. I typically want Sturridge or Origi to be the starter, but for me, Firmino had his best game in a Liverpool shirt. Maybe not his best, but one of his best. And it wasn't because of goals or anything, obviously. It was just his pressing was insane. Even when he got shifted to the left at the end when Origi came on, he still kept winning the ball over and over and over again. So I was very impressed with Firmino, and it made me not care as much about Sturridge or Origi not being there. But when they came on, they didn't get much time. Origi didn't have much time on the ball, even though he was on for a lot longer than Sturridge. Sturridge only had 5 minutes, so what can you expect him to do? I love the combination of Matip and Lovren. I think that should be the starting centre-back pairing for our main games this year. Matip had a few moments where he didn't pass correctly or anything, but I think he's so boss. He's so strong, tall, and he's not slow, he's quick. They're both strong in the corner. They both defend corners a bit better, which was our main problem last year, and everyone could see that. But I think the whole team took a step up from Burnley. I think Jordan Henderson was better than what he was against Burnley. He wasn't incredible, but he was better than what he was at Burnley. But at the same time, I think Chan should be the starting centre mid there, and obviously he was injured, so we can't do anything about that. So I think Henderson did do a good job. I like him when he doesn't have to rely on defending mainly. I like him when he can push up a little bit more. I thought Milner was great today at left back. A lot of good challenges, some good crosses. Obviously scored the penalty, calm. So I don't think that the left back was the problem this week. I just think it was a moment of switching off for their goal. A great finish by Danny Rose. I don't know how he slipped that into the bottom corner. The ref seemed to just blow the whistle a lot, and I didn't like that. It kind of ruined the flow of the game. But at the same time, there was nothing too outrageous. The most disappointing call for me was in the first half when Vertonghen took down Matip. I think that's a penalty every single day of the week. The commentators were saying it, and I just don't understand how, with new rules, they haven't been able to call that a penalty. I just think 100% it is a penalty. So I'm not going to be too salty about that, though, because we got a penalty right after that and scored. We should have won this game, but at the end, it's not a loss, it's a draw. Tottenham are a quality side. I don't think they were full strength, but I still am happy to not lose against Tottenham, knowing that we were the better team today. And we've got Leicester next week. I feel like that is a game we should win. Leicester are the champions from last year, and I'm not going to underestimate them, but from what they've been playing so far, they're not too far ahead or behind of Tottenham. So I feel like if we put in the same shift we did today, next week against Leicester, I feel like we can get a really good result, especially if we get Emre Can back by next week, possibly. That'd be nice, because I'd love Can in that holding midfield role. So then a little bit of pressure can be taken off Henderson if he is to stay on the pitch. I still think Wijnaldum should stay on the pitch. I think he had a good game today. Lallana, for me, should 100% be starting. I would like to see Sturridge or Origi getting a chance next week starting instead of Firmino, but at the same time, if he starts, I'm not too sad because he had a good game today. But overall, a good game. I don't think any of us can be too upset by that. This has been Zach for the Redmen TV. Please subscribe to the Redmen TV and let me know down below what you thought of the game. And let's all hope for a win next week. You'll never walk alone. See yous.